It's show time. The screen say you are live. Are we live? Always got to start out. That's what I ask. Are we live? Because I don't see nobody in the building. Okay, I see one person in the building. I regardless of if I've turned into Dr. Jdub, but I'm not a doctor. I still need to know, are we live? And when I do my Ask J Dub advice, I don't wear every single chain, even when I'm in a house. All my other lives, yes, every single chain, even when I'm in a house. But now we're going on a different space. So, always wait probably about the 10-minute mark or get a feel for when everybody's coming in the room because I don't want to start. There is Shayna in the building. Good to see you. I tried to get y'all a little bit more notice, Shane, if I could. Trying to get the schedule together. So it's great to see you. Even though it's early, I be forgetting to mention that Shayna is also a YouTube content creator. So check Shayna out. Like, it's hard to say, oh, Shayna is an up and coming channel. Shayna got more subscribers than me, and she does a great job, and I enjoy her content. She is definitely a YouTube content creator that I respect, and I appreciate the support as well, Shayna. Dora Barnes has checked in. I appreciate you. You know what time it is. It's Danny Owens. We ready to do this. We ready to we're ready to do some better things out here. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna learn and grow together. Shayna says, thank you. You're quite welcome and quite deserving. Keep it up. Don't stop. And you're doing your thing. So, like I said, we try to wait a little bit for the people to come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, we at the 2-minute mark. We got a few minutes or whatever. I'm excited about the show. And just looking forward to see what comes about. Pink and Cream, good evening. It's good to see you. As I said, we're gonna do it the same way. I like the format how we got it together. We you put the questions you want to ask in the comment, and I'm gonna actually highlight them, and then throughout the show we're going to ask J-Dub, which is me. I don't want to talk about myself in third person because people are like, oh, you're a narcissist. You talk about J-Dub. Because you got to understand, J-Dub isn't my real government name. So it's like, that's my YouTube name. So it's okay for me to refer to it. But, everybody got always something to say. It's an opinion. Popcorn, welcome. I appreciate you joining the live and all that good stuff. So, yeah, like I said, you got a question for me, drop down in the chat. I'm going to highlight it. We're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it. And that's what it is. Dee, what are we doing today? What great question, Dee. Great question. What we doing today, because just organically, we hit we came to this new segment by, through the chat, through the Dub fam. By way of Miss Pretty Amazing, AW, and just everybody, Tina Bree, everything. We just created a segment where people have questions for me, Ask J Dub, and it pretty much is the subtitle is Ready to Choose Yourself. You ask me a question about, from a male's perspective, what dating looks like, or questions about you have of men, and I can give my perspective because a lot of people respect my perspective, and I love to share it because, like I said, I've lived long enough, have lessons in life, and I just want to help people, but primarily ladies, because that's who primarily the Dub fam is made out to, make better dating decisions. Because in real life, as I put the bases down, women have the control in the situation. They just give up the power. And I'm here to help women make better decisions because, again, take your power back. Because why is, I'm a man, but I have love for the ladies where I don't want to see them hurt, making bad decisions. These are our mothers, sisters, aunts, nieces, daughters out here that's really going through it by some terrible situations that guys have put them through, or them not making the best choice for themselves. So we here to change things. We're here to grow together. We're here to learn. We're here to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Jamoya Jemison, what's up, JW? I appreciate you coming through, catching this live, Jamoya. Good to see you. Miss Pretty Amazing. Excellent. You're here in the building. We got about 5 more minutes before we start. And as I said, you got a question for me. Again, whether it's a question in dating, how a man may think, or some men think. Of course, I don't speak for all men, but give you my perspective. Is even as well as a personal question. You know, I pretty much answer all questions. I haven't approached a question that I'm not willing to answer as of yet. Dee Dee say that sounds lovely. Yes, we have a great time over here because it's just like a straight conversation. For me, is even easier and better than doing reviews because it come off the top, off the head, off the heart, you know. And like I said, we be sharing out here, and you know, we got the Dub fam in the chat sharing their experiences. We learning, we growing. It's a real super duper vibe over here, you know, something positive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we here. We here. And like I said, I get excited about these. We just started. Is this the second one? I guess it's the second one because initially it just kind of grew off of one of my lives. I can't remember which live I was doing. Maybe it was Ready to Make a Move. So speaking of that, that's what I'm probably going to review tomorrow because I'm trying to, like, during the week, I'm trying to, you know, make sure I'm consistent with putting lives out and reviews. Initially, after this, I was supposed to do a live on Sabrina Soul's channel, on her membership channel, for the season 4 Ready to Love, but that got postponed. You know, our schedules be conflicting, and we try to do our best to, you know, get it out there. But yeah, what they say, life be life. Selena Massey, so good to see you. So good to see you. What's Shayna say? We make a move out the way completely. What that mean? What that mean? What happened? What that mean? Tell me about that, Shayna. I don't know. I don't know what that mean, but yeah, I be now this right here. Now this right. Lenny J. Hey friend, I haven't seen you in so long. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. You know, we here. And you know, I hope you caught up like on this new segment. This is like my second show doing it, and we're gonna have a great time. And as I said, for those who are coming in, if you got a question for me, you know, in any advice or any questions you have from a male's perspective, or even about me, put it down in the chat. We're going to highlight it and get it going. We got a few more minutes, but I ain't seen one question yet. So, you know, we're going to keep going because the show don't move without y'all. So that's all I can tell you. So it ain't just because of me, you know, it's because of y'all. You know, just like how I got this YouTube channel started, it was because of the people, because I've been on like so many different platforms. You know, that's how I became the #1 commenter. People would say, Jdub, you should really do a channel. You should really get out there like that. And, you know, just do your channel. I love your answers. You're so funny and all that. And I just kept hearing it. And I was like, I don't know nothing about doing a YouTube channel. I'm just in the comments. But then I just jumped off the porch and we here. And I'm learning as we go. Let's see what Shane had to say. Make a Move had our Tuesdays on lock for 2 weeks. I like the advice live on Tuesday. Okay, you got it. I got it. We here, and that's what, as far as I know, for right now, we definitely going. You can expect our Tuesday evening for the, you know, for the advice show. You know, that's what I'm saying. So, as I said, we still waiting. Got a couple of minutes before we get started. But again, with this show, I can't get started till these questions come. So, if you, like I said, you have a question, please feel free to put it down in the chat. And if not, I'm gonna just be freestyling the whole time, just rapping on the mic or whatever, because I'm kind of a rapper. Let me stop. I'm doing too much right now. But yeah, just like I said, any questions, just put it down in chat. We'll highlight it. I'll answer them. And the show, we got to keep the show moving. So yeah, just waiting for a few more people to come in. Let's see. Shane coming in. Let's see. To piggyback on yesterday's topic, what are my thoughts on everyone spinning a block and going back to their exes? Excellent question. I'm going to star that. And we're going to get started on that soon because, again, like I said, I try to get started around the 10-minute mark. I'm already enjoying the question, Shayna. We're here. I like that. Because I can definitely speak to that. Lenny J laughing. So, yeah, we definitely going to address that. Yeah. Yeah, that's almost not the question isn't for me, but it's like a personal question because I can really relate and go to that. So yeah, this is great. This is great. We trying to come in, um, come in. Selena Massey, here we go. Yeah, we about to get started. If we talk about this one topic, like I said, the show is dependent on what y'all have to say or what y'all want to know. Miss Pretty Mason, I just spun the block, so good question. Yes, Ravine S, so good to see you. I'm glad you caught the live. We here. I hope you got the concept, but I'll explain it briefly, because you are always a welcome and a special guest. Just I'm doing a new segment on advising people, but mainly women, because that's who the Dub fam is primarily made of, about advice in relationships from a male's perspective, which is me, and even in personal questions you have for me, because it's just about asking questions of me and get my perspective. And again, this is a chat participating situation, because if you got a question, just put it in the chat and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Miss Sabrina Soul. Hey Jay in chat. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. See y'all tomorrow night. All right. So we scheduled for tomorrow night for the live review of Ready to Love season 4, which is Miss Sabrina Soul's season. We have fun, but that's through her membership channel only. You got to be a member, and we get down to the nitty gritty, and it's nostalgic too, because season 4 seems like so long ago, and you see a lot of favorite characters, and Sabrina she really gets into the what do you call it, the background of the show, because Sabrina was on that season, and we have a great time over it. It's a little different from just a regular watch party kind of situation, because the membership channel is a whole nother animal. What Selena Massey say? I'm guilty of spinning the block. Yes, Selena, we a lot of us have. People tell you don't spin the block, and they say that for a reason. We'll go there. Anissa from Brooklyn. Evening. Ravine. Nice. Love the concept. I appreciate that. It's Danny Owens. What Danny say? As single people out here doing grown things, how would you advise someone disclosing an STD or STI to a new partner, and how soon should they share? Woo, this was a new one. I wasn't ready for this one, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. A1 from day one. Good to see you, AW, in the building. Yeah, we about to get started. We only got 2 questions going. And I know if you got a question, AW, because AW asked excellent questions, along with Anissa from Brooklyn, as well as Miss Pretty Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna get started in a minute, because I don't want to hold y'all up. I don't want to have y'all here all night trying to figure out questions. So let's go to the first one. Let's get to the first one, because we just go with the flow. Let me go here. Our first question comes from Shayna. To piggyback on yesterday's topic, what are your thoughts on everyone spinning the block and going back to their exes? This is a great question. It's a great question. Why I say that? Because it's happening so often. And here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion on that one. When you spin the block, it's like what the people say. It's a reason that a person is your ex. Like most times, for people who are really in committed relationships, who invested their time, gave their heart and all that in a situation, they really wanted to be with that person. So they are now in a space where they cannot be in that relationship. Something that they're dealing with, experiencing with that person, it's just a no-go. It's deal breakers. And normally when people break up, it's normally not just a one instant thing. It's a buildup of some things. And sometimes all toxic situations, both people play a part in it, whether you didn't communicate properly that this is a deal breaker, or this is a boundary crosser, or what have you. But the thing is, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And personally, and knowing a lot of us are guilty of it, including me, of spinning the block. I'm gonna say a very crude a crude type of analogy to make it really stick to stick home. Going back to your ex is like, we ain't on a membership channel. It's like using the bathroom and trying to put it back into yourself. It's that bad, because you're going against every natural thing that you know is right within you. And for some reason, whether it's nostalgic, a bleeding heart, you wishing for something, or you trying to force something that's not there to work. In real life, no matter what walk of life you have, even though we can learn from everything, you definitely want to trust in your intuition. Meaning, when your gut tells you something, when it tells you like, you need to make a change, you need to make a move, you need to ask some questions, do it. Do it, because it's giving you all the warning signs. Okay. Need to know the extent of relationship to begin with and why the breakup happened. Yeah, there are factors in it. There are factors in it. And let me start this question. Is there such thing as a right person, wrong time? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, Miss Pretty Amazing. Definitely gonna get there. Did I start the wrong one? No, I got the right one. I got the right one. Or did I star Anissa? But I like that comment. Let me star this one and then see what Anissa says. When you spin the block, you remind yourself of why you broke up or what led to you breaking up. Absolutely. 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 Because you can get caught up in, I guess, the positive things or things that were good to you, but there is a reason why y'all not together no more. And I'm gonna say that, because I'm gonna say, spinning the block, that past relationship, normally there's always some lessons in everything, and you have to really pay attention to that. If not, sometimes in those cases, most times in those cases, you're gonna be paying that same price or that lesson twice until you get it, until you know for yourself. A wise man once told me a long time ago, only you know when you had enough. Have you seen that family member or that close friend who goes back and forth to their ex, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and they done told you some horrible things, like so much you might not even like that person anymore, just hearing the things that they putting them through or they're participating in. It's just the fact that until that person knows for themselves and say, you know what, I'm tired of this. You know what, I don't want to live this life no more. It's nothing you can do. So sometimes people gotta put their hand in that fire to know, like, it's bad for you. It's burning. Because I really feel like with everything happens for a reason, and everything that should be will always be. You can't stop it. And sometimes when you force a relationship that isn't meant to be, you're going to pay a hefty price. And I mean that. Like I said, speaking from experience, I'm telling you, before I could find some type of, maybe you didn't do something right. Maybe you can fix something. No. Take the lessons from that. And like Anissa said, from Brooklyn, remember why you broke up and really think about that. Reflect on that. I'm going to say, with any situation or big decision you make in life, like Michael Jackson said in his song, always think twice about everything, man, woman, or child. Think about it. Think about it twice, because it's an important decision. Wholesale and Tony, good to see you. Let me see. Spinning the block for us guys? No. Spinning the block for women? Yes. It's more women available for men. Also, men generally tolerate way more, but when it's over, it's over. Wholesale and Tony, he has some points all the time. I cannot disagree. It is a different kind of situation with men and women. And at the same time, in real life, men, yes, they do have a lot more choices for women. At times, I'm gonna say, but in this point, I'm gonna say women. A lot of times, women, when they leave, they've put up with so much that they just can't absolutely take it no more. I still wouldn't recommend it. Even if you don't want to be with somebody else, go be by yourself and heal from that trauma, because I'm sure you've been through some trauma. Let's go to the comments. Ravine S. I never spun the block. Memories. You know why, Ravine? Because you smart. Are you smart? Or I'm gonna jump out there. I'm gonna go here. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Or you got snatched up early where you have to go through that, where people make mistakes. Or I'm gonna say you both. I know you smart, but I'm just saying, because a lot of people have done it and they've paid the price. And knowing what I know now, I would just jump out there and say, I would tell people, like, think what Anissa said. Think about why you left the relationship. Why you left the relationship. Is it worth it to go back? Would you be okay with that stuff happening all over again? Because a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you what, people can, but they rarely do change. And you have to go back in that thing so carefully. It ain't no joke if you decide to spin the block. Because most of the time it's not gonna work. I heard a saying recently, people will argue with me, but I believe it. Can you really do anything twice? And people say, yeah, you sure can. To me, every situation is a different situation. So even if you with someone and you go back, to me, it's not the same situation. I don't care how familiar the person was. Felicia H. Good evening, everyone. Nice sweater, Jdub. Thank you, Felicia H. Let's see what Miss Sabrina Soul had to say. Good question, Miss Pretty Amazing. We're going to get to that. Listen to that. That sounds like words of wisdom, Sabrina. The past has nothing new to say. Exactly. There's so much room for new experience. And again, like I say, even if you don't focus on being with a new person, you need to create a new space for you where you're not making the same decisions or mistakes. And as I said about this subtitle of this segment, Ask Jdub, but this is ready to choose yourself. And again, a lot of times you have to focus on yourself. What's best for you? Especially, I'm talking about new relationships or anybody. You have to put, without being in a relationship or entering a relationship, you have to put your needs, your wants up front first, because you have to be honest with yourself that you're entering something positive that will work for you and for somebody else. You got to be real with yourself. Never lie to yourself. This is a serious thing. Like I say, everything you do, especially the big things, but everything you do, get into the practice of thinking about it twice. Like, life's about decisions. You choose it, you got to live it. You did it. That's how I go. Let's go to the next question. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Let me see. What's the next question? Go to David Banner. No, that ain't the right one. I'm still working this thing. I learned how to look at questions without writing them down. I was thinking I was on Kendra G's show. Okay. Danielle O'Naturel, but I call her Danny Owens. Let's go to Danny Owens' question. As single people out here doing grown up things, would you advise someone disclosing an STD, STI to a new partner, and how soon should they share? With every single relationship, there are, exceptions. No relationship in real life is a cookie cutter, and you should never treat it like that, because each person on both sides are individuals. One thing, how you handle one person is not the same way another person will receive that or be open to that. And that's the thing. So I would say, if you're in that space of being intimate and doing those grown things, those questions should absolutely be answered up front, because that would be a concern from the other person. If they're concerned, because most people are, they want to know, like, maybe not so much your partner's, like, oh, give me your body count, not that situation, but like, because you have to ask, because if you don't ask, some people assume that you don't care, or people have a wonderful time omitting critical information. So if you feel like you are in a space where you really feel like you're intimate, because that's what I'm trying to teach people or put it out there, like, giving somebody yourself, That's a very important, intimate space, and everybody should not be in that space. Again, unless you talk about, yeah, I'm doing my grown thing, I'm grown. All that come with a price too. All that come with a price. So I would say before you step into that intimate space, have those discussions, because if you are willing to do grown things, you should be willing to have grown conversations. And if you're not willing to do that, then it ain't time. It's not time. It's not time. Let me see what we got. We got Miss Spring. Okay, she's talking to Sabrina. Wholesaling Tony. She will never let you forget anything, even though she forgave you. Women are good historians. Like Wholesale Tony, he that's another great male perspective. He be giving it to you, because the great comedian Chris Rock says in one of his jokes. We all know, like, if you follow or you listen to Chris Rock don't be telling jokes. He be telling the truth that be funny. It's like when he said, like, if you ever cheat on a woman, don't never go back. You know why? Because she ain't gonna never truly forgive you. You in the car, you's like, oh, I'm great. What you about to do? I'm going to make this left and go to the store. Oh, did you make a left when you was with that bitch? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, sometimes some things are so broken, you should move on, because people have hidden agendas. And I won't just say women. The same time, you just really have to look to the future. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Dee. Too many people walk around being dishonest. That's true, Dee. As I said, a lot of people, grown people, have never even had a healthy, any kind of relationship. Forget intimate relationship. So a lot of people don't know how to be real, or they don't see the benefit of being honest. And it's a true saying out there, but people aren't used to being real, especially a lot of men. And why I say that? Because women already understand it, but a lot of men don't understand it. You would be surprised. And it's not in a sense of dogging, but it's a sense of being like grown and upfront. A man who really tells the truth will find that he could still deal with a lot of women who he may think that would have a problem the way he's living his life. They would still accept. They would probably respect him more and open to him with open arms. He may not get all of them, but a lot of them will respect his honesty, because a lot of times men have continuously lied and deceived women the whole time, and they respect the honesty. They appreciate the honesty. And you just let them know the situation, and a lot of them will still go. And that's the thing where I said, if you're looking for a serious long-term relationship, you have to draw the boundaries. You have to draw the lines. What's a deal breaker? What you can live with, what you can't live with, and make that understood. If it's because it's something you want, because the other person has their interests up front, you need to have yours as well. And it's okay, again, to have requirements. Yeah, these are your desires. So it's nothing wrong with having requirements. It's a real thing. Let's see. Where we gonna go? We go with Selena. She talking about the last of some STDs can spread regardless of condoms. Herpes, sure, it's a whole bunch of stuff going out there, and it's a lot of trust issues. And like I said, a lot of people don't tell people the truth. Yeah. AW says, very true. Can't stand alive. There will be an immediate dismissal. Yes. You'd be surprised. Like I said, especially everybody talking about they doing the grown thing, doing the grown-up things. The best policy is honesty. Because in real life, if you're not being straight up, you're going to lose the person anyway, or hurt them, or both. And at the same time, but that's the thing. A lot of men don't care about that. They just want to get what they can get as long as they can, because guess what? They got a couple of more waiting, or they just going to move on to the next one anyway. That's the thing. That's why you always have to look out for your best interest. Wholesale and Tony said, always practice and promote safe sex. Great advice. Sabrina Soul says, many men say, tell the woman the truth and lie to themselves. Many men say, tell women the truth, let them lie to themselves. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. You gave the woman upfront what it is, and you give her the choice to whether she wants to continue with herself. You gave it to her. She's still going. You say, okay, well, I've done my part, and we can do that. Ravine S. Let me miss that one. Take a test together. Yes. If you need them results like that, and that will be some receipts that you need. Go get that HPV vaccine. I don't know about vaccines. Wholesaling to facts, Mr. Breeder. So absolutely, because yes, that like I said, you know how Jeezy Thomas, real niggas don't cheat and all that. Like he said that I can't say whether he cheated or not, but in real life, it's more what he's saying then. Like, if you grown, you real, you ain't gotta lie. You don't have to lie to kick it. You'll be surprised how many who will go. I'm telling you, that's real facts. So yeah, I think we off that one. Let's go to the next question. We running out of questions, but I'm gonna get to the ones that's here. That's all I can work with. So that was the second one. So our last question we got in the chat is from Miss Pretty Amazing. Isn't there such a thing as the right person, the wrong time? Well, Miss Pretty Amazing, I'm gonna go like this. If you ask me, I believe everything happens as it should. So when the real right person is there, it's going to happen no matter what's going on. It's going to happen no matter what's going on at all. That's what I believe. I believe everything is already written. And that's why I said I believe everything you go through, good and bad, it could be horrible. Somewhere in that horrific situation, there was a lesson. There was something you can learn from. There was something you can grow from. There's something you can build strength from. So I believe the right person is always the right person. And I believe in that saying, like, a lot of people are seasons. A lot of people are lessons. All of those things. There's a reason, even if you don't understand, there's a reason why certain people come into your life. And everybody, and I'm going to jump out there, most people are not there to be are not meant to be in your life forever, for long term. They're lessons, they're seasons. You may need each other to grow or to elevate or whatever the case may be. So I get what you're saying, because it's like that person, they're right there, but it's just bad timing. I'm married, or I'm with somebody, or when it's meant for you, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can separate that from you. It's just like when something really works. It's like a couple that really works, meaning like they're getting along, they're meant to be. It flows. It flows easily. And why I say that, they go through the same things that other people go through, but it's just because how they're set up, how their energy, how their connection is built, they deal with it in another way. Because maybe they're in a more healthier spot. Again, maybe they're there meant for the long term, something that will may break up another couple. I just believe your right person is always your right person. Again, everybody ain't your right person that you're with, and the sooner you make, let's say, better decisions, or present yourself in a way of drawing, manifesting, bringing that person in your space, meaning they can be drawn to you. You can ask for things, you can whatever your faith is, ask God, ask the universe, ask whatever that you can bring to you. It can be done. You have to put yourself in that space to do it. That's what I believe. Let me see. What's Danny on say? Second part for both Jdub and Chat. If it's not a terminal illness, is it a deal breaker? Danny Owens, Danny is referring to, what do you call it? What you talking about, the STD, and when to tell somebody, or if you tell somebody. I'm gonna say like this. This is a case-by-case basis, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Even the people who say they're with you are not with you. And what I mean, that when hard times come or things are deal breakers, everybody's different. Some people are willing to deal with that. Same thing. I mean, there are people who are actually dating with HIV, and some people have continued with those people because they were honest and they used the proper precautions, even though it can be a death sentence or risky or herpes or any of those situations. That's why I said honesty goes a long way. Or you may have to date somebody with the same situation going on, whatever the case may be. It's just the fact that you got to start with proper communication. You will be surprised how far that goes. Let's see what Anissa from Brooklyn had. I'm going to start and then I'm going to show it. Let's see what's going on. What would you tell your younger you? Wow, Anissa, this probably could go all night, but I could definitely speak on that. It's just also what I gave advice on too. Always think twice about everything. And I mean, this isn't just relationships. I would tell myself that younger self, always think twice, because especially as you get older, you begin to shape your life with the decisions that you made. You know, I would absolutely tell my younger self that, because like I said, I've personally made a lot of decisions that has geared and shaped my life in so many ways. And as I said, I still believe all those things, even if I didn't want them to happen, they had a purpose. But at the same time, I personally would have made some different decisions and just live with that again. But I still go with the theory. It was written, it happened, it meant to be. Everything that I went through, every choice I made got me here today. It got me to the space of growth. But again, I still would tell myself that. Just be careful. Make great decisions. Do your best. Don't just run through life being impulsive. And because as a younger person, I was very impulsive, you know, and being a Pisces doesn't help. I'm an emotional person. So when as my younger self, something go on or go different, I'm just making a quick decision, and that definitely wasn't the best one. Always think twice. Younger Jdub. Pink and Cream say, what are your thoughts on dating at the same time, selectively being intimate with more than one person? Let me try to start at. Can I start? Let me bring it up because I want to hold it. I want to hold it. Start. Got it. Let me go to it. Let me pull it up. Well, I don't have it. Let me go back. Let me go back. Just leave it right there. Let me go there. My thoughts on dating at the same time selectively being intimate with more than one person. I think again, it still goes on as making the proper choices. And they tell a lot of people, primarily for women, to date multiple people. And a lot of times people don't put that disclaimer of like the keyword dating. Dating is what they say, collecting data. It's not for hooking up with every person you like or meet or you cute, because again, you can do that because you're grown. But at the same time, will it truly benefit you? Probably not. Man or woman, let's get real. Because a lot of times men and women get in intimate spaces with people they don't even know. That's how unwanted children get. That's how STDs come about. All kind of things. You haven't even had time to know the person. And a lot of times we talked about that the last one, where like being intimate on the first date, you know, is it advised or could it possibly hurt the future relationship? I go back to that question. It absolutely could, because again, a lot of times, a lot of men think that, hey, the woman, we got in the intimate space so quickly, I'm probably not that special guy, that one. She do it with everybody. How can I trust her? How can I know that I'm special or we are something? I don't want to do this. When a woman thinking like he is special, and I don't even want to waste no time, but you want to take your time with that. And when dating, you're being intimate with different people, you're building connections, whether they're positive or negative. And you really want to watch that. And that's hard for most people to truly juggle those connections with multiple people, because, you know, we got different things going on. Most people don't even have time to truly be connected to multiple people at one time. But again, it's a vetting process. I believe that people should date all people. When I say the true word date, collect data, spend time with different people, and kind of get a feel and see what you like or who aligns with you the most. And it's like in the end, it's like the TV shows. In the end, the winner, the person who aligns with you the most, who you have the most genuine connection, will be around. And again, most people will say, "Hey, I think this person is the one. I want to be exclusive. I want to give them my time. I don't want to share my time, energy, intimacy with anyone else." It normally should come to that, not so much where you're dealing with different people at the same time and being intimate. It gets messy, and I don't think it's advised. I don't think so. I don't think it's a good thing. But I'm okay with people dating multiple people. The true word dating. But when you start getting deep and getting it can get ugly. It can get nasty. Selena Massey, what she said. I would tell my younger self not to let fear prevent me from following my dreams, move in spite of being afraid. Excellent, Selena. You're right, because all the times that we thought we couldn't do something, or we were so afraid of failing and we never even tried, what could have been the possibilities? I like that, absolutely, because I can say that as a younger self, I moved in fear in some cases and wish I would have took the opportunity. One is a regret. I'll still go with the regret, even though everything happens as it should, in my belief. I had a full scholarship to Bowie State University, everything paid for, maybe except my books, room and board, food, everything. And because I never been away from home in DC, yikes. I was like, I don't want to be away from, even though it ain't nothing but a 20-minute ride. It felt like I was disconnected from my space, my area, and I didn't like school and all of those things. But I had an opportunity that most people or children or young adults would die for. Why didn't I just try? I like gave up. I just spent time going to the parties, playing in the arcade or whatever, just not going to school, blowing an opportunity away when I could have just tried and just really took advantage of that and could have had a wonderful free education. I get it. Yes. Some of it was out of fear. Like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. When I got to college, I didn't feel as smart as I was in high school. So yes, fear. I totally relate to that. Would Jamoya say? Both individuals need to be willing to communicate clearly and honestly with each other in order to have a strong relationship, whether with the person the first time or spinning the block. Absolutely, Jamoya, because that is like one of the most integral parts of a healthy relationship is communication. We talked about that on the last one. Again, it's easier said than done because a lot of people don't know what a healthy relationship looks like, but it is so crucial. I go back to the last live again. That was one of my things that now I know I require. My next person, my special woman, my future wife, she got to be able to communicate effectively, properly, consistently. It's got to be done because for me, I'm in a belief of if you can properly communicate, we can pretty much work anything out. Because if we're both in the mindset of like, we want this to work, we're willing to put in the work. I want you to know my heart, my mind, my thoughts, all that good stuff. We can fix it. We can change it. We can shift it. But if we shutting down, we getting way into our feelings, mistreating each other, emotionally abusing each other, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Great advice, Selena. Oh yeah, about the younger self. Absolutely. Great advice. Yes. Wow. Yes. Yes. When you said that about like having that fear, that just something I resonated with, and that's a real thing. Definitely tell your younger self that. Open communication can be scary because it makes you feel vulnerable. You're absolutely right, Selena, because a part of it, I guess a part maybe I left out or should mention, that's why it's really important to be in a space where you can really trust someone. Because guess what? You can open yourself up and be very vulnerable, but you're communicating to the wrong person, somebody who doesn't have your best interest. They will absolutely use that vulnerability to hurt you in the bad times or where you're disagreeing. So there's such thing. A lot of people don't have the safe space. If you don't have that safe space, it absolutely can be scary. It absolutely can be. And that's the thing I left out. You can open up. You can't open up to everybody. And to me, I think communication is more like how, for those of us who are active or get in the gym, it's like exercising a muscle. You're exercising your communicative muscles. And the more you do it and you use the proper form, you're going to get better at it. And it's going to be like second nature. All right, I think we got another question. I like this. Okay. Anissa says, what do you think is a minimum amount of time to get to know someone? Now, Anissa, with that one, I'm going to say like this. Just walking through this journey of life, it takes a very long time to get to know someone. There's no minimum amount of time, because I'm going to say it like this. People they choose to spend their time in different ways. Now, it's some people who, let's say, meet up, communicate all the time, but what they communicate about is not high in quality. Or there's some people who get into a new relationship and really invest in talking about things that they go deep. They deep dive and they get to learn about each other very quickly. They start to know the hearts of the person. Because like you can, in real life, you can talk to someone and really spend critical, crucial, quality time with them for 3 months. You can know them better than somebody you've known in 2 years. It's all about how you spend your time getting to know someone. But to get to know someone, it takes a really long time. But the key is, I would think, before you decide or anybody decides to move forward with a serious relationship, at the same time, you really have to have pretty much like a roundabout view of how this person moves, their beliefs, their standards, their morals, their patterns, their consistency. And you just got to observe and really experience the person and let them show up as who they are. Allow them the space to do that, because that's going to tell you a whole lot how you can move forward. But in real life, there's no certain amount of time. It's all in how you share that space, time, and energy, and how y'all interact with each other. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Danny will say they can shame you as well if you're not in a safe space. Absolutely. That's what I definitely mention that. Yes, they will use that against you to hurt you 100%. Ravina say, I will never go back. Great. That's what I would tell anybody now. If they ask me personally, would you go back? Never. Don't ever spin the block. Because I'm going to say most people, not all people, some people are running. Some people get out of there the first chance they get when they see the sign of trouble. But most people hang in there way too long. Way too long. They've been lying to themselves. They're not being honest with themselves. They know what the deal is. You can know, Danny Owens said, you can know someone for a lifetime and still not know. Absolutely. 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 And truth be told, I guess I'm gonna go into it because I do look into like the astrology signs a bit. Like as a Pisces, they say that we're very mysterious people. And I've heard before some people say, even as much as I express myself, they may not know me. Not a lot of people, but I've heard that said before. And then I look back and I said, you know what? They're probably right. And I'm gonna say, you know why? Because I didn't feel like I was in a space to really share myself with someone. Because for me, because I am a secretive person, because I'm a mysterious person, I really have to trust you to really open up to you. There's not a lot of people in my life that I've trusted ever in my life. So that is a real thing. That's a real thing. What AW say? I feel like you need to see a person in different seasons to really know them. Absolutely, AW. You're so wise. You're so wise. Because yes, you do need to see like how they handle anger, or when things are down with them, or just everything. The patterns of, do they actually have a job or go to work, or what do they believe in? Do they have terrible habits, like, do they have vices that will hurt themselves or you? You absolutely need to just observe. That's why you don't want to rush. But again, you want to collect enough data for you to know that you're comfortable in moving forward. As I said, it's really not a time limit on anything. It's all in what you collect and what you experience to know for yourself, to say, I can move forward to this stage with a person. Whatever it is, whether it's moving to the next step in dating or even getting married, who knows what it is, but you really have to trust yourself and follow and pay attention to what's going on. What Selena Massey say? I'm asking a lot of questions and doing a background check, and we getting serious. I need to see how they handle conflict. Absolutely. I don't think any of that is bad. I mean, because that helps you with collecting data for yourself to see what you need to know, or whatever the case may be. But you absolutely, that's handling conflict is so important, because I don't care how sweet and perfect the relationship is, if there's such a thing, conflict will come. And that's so important, because when that conflict comes, is that conflict going to break or damage your relationship? So that is absolutely something you have to know. You have to know. Danny Owens said, I was told a car has 2 side mirrors, one rear view mirror for a reason. Life should too. I got that analogy. Like, it's about looking back. Ain't nothing back there for you. It's done. I agree. Nothing back there is for you. It's behind you. It's over. Keep moving. Let's see. Let me check. I don't think we got no more questions, y'all. I don't think we got no more questions. Let me see. Nope, we don't have no more questions. So, like I said, this segment is based on, questions you need to ask me. So I guess we will, what we call it, bring this to a close. And I appreciate all y'all participation. And like I said, these are always, I love these segments. I love these segments. Let me see what Wholesale and Tony had to say. What? You can know somebody for a lifetime and still not know them? Not true. They are essentially 3 layers of people: public life, the private life, the layer. 3 layers is the secret. Well, I'm gonna say like this, Wholesale and Tony. There are some personalities out there that they will never reveal yourself. I don't believe in that a person can uphold their representative for a very long period of time, but it's like somebody, every time you talk to a person, you have a surface or empty conversation. If that's the pattern of the way you deal with a person, you don't know them, you know of them. I get it. By watching or spending time, you can learn. It takes a long I didn't say a life. I said for me, it takes a long time to really get to know a person, but to me, I can't spend any time, a length of time with a person and not really start to dive deep, because that's my personality. I want to know your inner workings of what's going on. Me as a man, or the person who I am, I don't really focus on people's past that much, because at the same time, throughout our lives, a lot of us change throughout the process of life. A lot of us do. So if the person was a certain way with another person, or when they was 30 or when they 40, that don't mean they're going to treat you the same way. That don't mean that's what's going to happen to you. They may be in a different space. So yeah, it can get tricky, but I respect your opinion. Let's go. Anissa from Brooklyn. How important is you to be equally yoked, religion, race, ethnicity? For me, when they say equally yoked, I more equate that to alignment, and not that I have to have the person to be me. Like, you have to be the same person. However, we got to get along. We do have to get along. We have to be in spaces that we're agreeable, meaning we want to make things work. um I can have flex for me. I can have flexibility on religion because everybody comes up and believe in different something. In my opinion, put it all the way out there, I just could not deal with a person who does not believe in a higher power. I don't believe that, because to me, in my opinion, when people think like that, they think of like, what, I'm here on my own. My heartbeat has a 75-year battery on it, and it just came here. My lungs know to breathe it even when I'm asleep and all of that. That's the part I get with. As far as race and ethnicity, if I can't even say ethnicity. That's funny. I can't even say the word. Um, how I thought as a young person, how I think about it now is differently. Like, to me, I didn't have a lot of exposure to other races until like I was almost grown, when I went to a different school. So I only knew one type of race, one type of ethnicity, like that I could deal with. However, I've learned that all people come in all different types of people. So I look at people as more as how they are as a person. I'm open for people if they want to say, hey, it's okay if I want to cross over to the other race or whatever. I think you love who you love. That's what I think. That's what I think. If they are treating you right, they're aligning with you. I don't think that stuff even matters. That's my opinion. But that's me coming into like some type of evolvement, because I didn't think that before when I was younger. But studying people, learning people, and how scarce it is to find real and true people out here. I think everybody, if you're okay with that, if you're willing to open yourself up to that, it may not be for you. That's not for everybody. Let's go to the comments. Danny on say, exactly, Jdub. Know them and not know them. I'm standing on business with that. Yeah, you can not know somebody. I want to say your name, Fiolia. I hope I said that right. I finally made it live. Hey, Jdub, I appreciate you making it. All right. Wholesaling Tony bringing it. He said, laugh out loud. Generally, women like older, taller men that makes more money than how these two equally yoked. He said that's trickery. Oh, wholesaling Tony, you funny. They say they want that man that's 6 feet tall, that dark skinned man. They want a lot of money. But you know, that's their preference. That's a preference. I don't think that's equally yoked. They want a preference. And I think we all have certain preferences. Some preferences are stronger than others. And the thing is, I don't think people should be honest with that. They shouldn't worry about being politically correct. If you have a preference with somebody, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever, that's what you should stand on, because only you know what you really want. Never lie to yourself. Yes, you did. Okay. Good job. That was it felt a little tricky, so I'm glad. Thank you, Fiolia Smith. You know, I got that. So yeah, like I said, we about to hit the hour mark, and let me see. I'm looking, I don't see no more questions. And like I said, I guess we'll wrap it up. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I appreciate everybody coming out. I always enjoy this. And as I said, pretty much tomorrow I'll be on Sabrina Souls Live. I think we do that around like 8:30, but that'll be only on her membership channel to do Ready for Love season 4 episode. And that's the old Ready Love season 4 Sabrina's episode. And tomorrow I'm gonna do a live review. I don't know as right this second what I'm gonna do, but I believe I'm gonna do that, make a move, because it's finally overdue. I think the only one I'm going to skip, I ain't going to even touch. I think I've been trying to look at Married at First Sight. It's been so painful. It's so painfully awful. I can't participate in it. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to do it. I want somebody else to do it. I don't want to do it. Here we go. Fiola says, I don't mind interracial day. I just don't know how some black men put black women down or justify. Absolutely. You never should put anybody down to justify your decision making. Yeah, stand on what you believe or what's good for you. Only you know what's good for you. Peace out, Tony. Selena Massey. Thank you, Jdub. Good night. I appreciate you. Danny Owen said, Please do Raising Canaan. Okay, Danny Owens, I work for y'all. You want Raising Canaan, you got it. Hey, I say drop Mary. Yeah, well, you got it, Ravine. I said Ravine. I was looking at Ravine name. AW, I'm dropping it. Ravine says she stopped watching Married at First Sight. Sabrina's still dropping knowledge. When pursuing someone, how long? You still ask questions. I'm ending it, but guess what? I work for y'all. Sabrina Soul got a question, so come back, y'all. If you still out there, don't peace out. Hold on. Sabrina got a question. When pursuing someone, how long should a person wait for the other person to make a decision? That is a great question. I know about this personally. I know about this personally. I'm gonna say it like this. When you have to listen to yourself, always trust yourself. We have everything we need inside. And again, it just ties into my advice, what I would give to my younger self. Always think twice. And in pursuing someone, how long would I wait for another person to make a decision? I would trust my gut. And when I'm thinking, when I'm thinking about twice this situation, when I'm thinking twice about this situation, oh, my alarm going off. When I'm thinking twice about this situation, I'm thinking about, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And if the answer is yes, there's no limit. I will know if and when I need to let go, or if I need to shift and adjust, or I'm not really a turn up the heat kind of person, because I'm a person who is going to make things clear, my intentions. Because in my opinion, I believe I have something to offer. And if you don't want to take all of this in, if you're not ready for this, then I can't force you. And I will believe that that's the best decision for both of us. If you don't want to take in what I have, because I'm not that kind of guy who have you wondering, or who gonna leave something on the table. If it's something I want, or if it's something I want to do, I'm gonna say, here's what I have to offer. I hope you're interested. And guess what? I'm going to be patient and give you time to process this and see if this is right for you. So absolutely. I don't have a time limit on that, Sabrina. I would just say it's a case-by-case basis. And it's definitely one of those think twice moments and say, is this worth it? Should I be waiting? And if so, I'm going to be waiting, till that time comes, till the right time comes. So I appreciate that question. I really do. That was a good question. I'm put it back up there. Yeah. So, like I said, Ravina said, don't make them wait too long. We get no right. I mean, I agree with that too, Ravine, because in real life, we don't have time to waste. But if you really believe that person is worth it, yeah, a decision should be made in I would say, a timely fashion, even though there's no certain time on it. You know what you're willing to wait for, and what you want to do, in giving a person room to make a decision or whatever. But like I said, I don't leave anything on the table. I believe life is too short. Tonight ain't promised. So what I need you to know, I'm gonna let you know it. I ain't gonna leave you wondering, or you ain't gotta guess about where I'm at. I'll give you the information, and hopefully you can use it. So cool. So cool. So like I said, now I'm gonna drop. we going. Listen, I work for y'all. We keep going. Shanice Webb got a question. Keep it going. Like I said, listen, long as y'all keep coming with the questions, I'm gonna answer them. I said I was going, but I tried to sound off because there weren't no more questions. So Shanice Webb said, would you join Ready to Love or Make a Move cast? That's a great question, Shanice. I will say absolutely not, because now I see, and being a part of reviewing the show, knowing the people who've been on the show, I see that it's all about drama. They have killed the idea of people truly finding love. They don't want people to be successful. They want to find conflict, people butting heads and stuff like that. Now, if I saw it on seasons 1 and 2, absolutely I would, because I believe in those seasons, even though it's TV, and I understand reality TV a lot of times isn't real. But knowing what I know now, absolutely not, because I don't feel like these shows have the best interest of finding you love or putting you in a position to find love. Because obviously, when most or some people go on the show, people are not trying to just, let's say, promote their business or be on TV or whatever the case may be. They want to find that person, their person. So, Shanice Webb, what you say? If you had to pick one or the other, you know what? If I had to pick one or the other, great question, Shanice. I would do Make a Move. Why? Because I like the fact that, even though right now we're dealing with women, but if they flipped it and did the man, I would like to have my pick of which woman, like I'm dating in the comfort zone of having people selected for me, and then I can sift through all that information and these personalities to see if anybody fits me. Like Ready to Love is like real competitive, underhanded, or Sabrina had mentioned in one of her lives, the Game of Thrones. And I don't want to play them kind of games. I don't really believe in competition, because I believe if somebody is drawn to you or want to be with you, regardless of who they seeing or who they dealing with, they're going to pick who they want to pick. But the fact of the matter, I would like to have more of the choice on my side, rather than the pressure. Oh, I can't be eliminated, but I get to date all these different people and find the right person for me if I had to choose. Ravina said, right, those shows aren't about finding love anymore. I so agree. That's why I said it's not there. It's not genuine. AW said, just trying to keep these folks humid and hungry. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, the Hunger Games. Or Survivor. They're gonna see how hard they can push you. I'm just trying to keep these folks humid, hungry, and liquored up. It's not about finding love. It absolutely is not. So yeah, I want to be if I had a choice, I want to be a part of something where I might be successful. My chances are higher, not looking for who I'm gonna get into an argument or who gonna poke me in the nose and all that kind of crazy stuff. I'm never down for that. Never, never, never. So again, I ain't trying to go, but I don't see no more comments, so we're gonna close it out. Look, we'll close out. Dee got one. This is a good question. It's gonna make me think. Top 5 qualities that I look for while dating. These are excellent. Good night, Pink and Cream. Top 5 qualities. Me, I look for, bottom line, someone who's very nice. I need a nice lady in my life. She needs to be sweet like sugar and honey. I get a toothache thinking about her. Just like, it's hard enough being in this world and dealing with all this negativity and personalities. The woman I spend my time with, she has to be so sweet. She got to be so sweet. Not saying like a doormat or anything, just like sweet to me, good to me. She goes out her way to be nice to me. She enjoys being nice to me. That's one. 2, because I kind of answered this in the last slide, because it's like going with a deal breaker. I need a woman who's communicative. She thrives in communication. She is a woman who goes out her way to even overshare, because I love information. And that makes me feel important, that you think enough of me to share information with me that, hey, I'm a factor in your life and I need you to know these things. Know this about me, know about what I'm doing, how I'm moving. I love all that. And that makes me open up and say, hey, I want to do the same. I want to do the same for you. Top 5, number 3, she has to be affectionate, hugs, just love, all type of loves. When, again, going along with the niceness, when you see me, I need to see a smile. I need to see your teeth. I need to feel like I'm wanted. I need that energy to say, you know what? I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I'm in your presence. I'm so glad you're around. You make me smile. You make me happy. I feel lucky to be around you. You, like, all of that. I need that wonderful type of affectionate energy, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever. It's just, I feel like you can touch a person without even touching them sometimes. So affectionate. what are we on? Number 4, a person that who is very honest. I want to be definitely with a woman who's very honest, where like, even if, let's say, her truth or the truth, I hate that. I personally hate the word your truth, that she tells me the truth even if it might hurt my feelings, but that woman is already nice, so even when she tells me the truth, it's not going to be the brutal truth, it's not going to be brutality. So honesty is very important to me, because I feel like we can work through anything as long as we're speaking our truthful mind and heart. That honesty is like so very important to me. Number 5, a very loyal-minded person. Where persons that we have an agreement, we have a relationship, the last thing they could think about is about hurting me over a person, situation of any type. To say like, I can't tell you what's going to go on in this relationship. However, our union means something to me. I'm not comfortable with betraying you over something or somebody. This thing that we have is sacred. It's very serious. So I respect you. I'm throwing numbers, make it number 6. You asked me 5. Respect. I should have put that at number 1. Respect. Respect. That woman has to be very respectful, especially to me, to others, just in life general. I need a respectful woman. So that's 6. So you're absolutely welcome, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. You know, and it really gets me to express the things that are important to me, and like really know that I already know, but to really put them out there into the world, into the universe, to know like these are the things that I require. And those are the things that them 6 things, I probably got 10, but I'm not going to bend on none of those. Those are deal breakers for me. Those are very important things to me. And I know that for myself in this older grown age, that I require those. I require what I desire. I got to have them. There ain't nothing to talk about. Those are good, Jdub. Thank you, Danny Owens. So let's see. Well, I'll try to do it again. Here we go. I don't see nothing else. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna do it, like I said, another live. I'm probably gonna be double booked tomorrow. I'm gonna do a live on my own, and I'm scheduled to do a live review on Sabrina Soul's channel, on the membership channel of hers. I think at 8:30, and I'm probably gonna go live about 7, and I'm gonna review. Make a move. I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna do make a move. We're gonna do make a move tomorrow. And I got to make sure I do Raising Kanan for Danny Owens, even she the only one watching, because not a lot of people watch that, but I love that show. It's worth it. Why my alarm keep going off? So yeah, let's get it done. And as I tell y'all could be anywhere in this YouTube world, but you're here with me. I really appreciate it, and I mean it. I thank everybody for checking out the live. I will see you next Tuesday for this segment, but for another live tomorrow at 7. Peace.